Air travel has changed dramatically over the last decade, but nothing compares to the transformation arriving in 2026. The traditionally slow-moving, paper-heavy, and highly manual airport process is shifting into a streamlined digital ecosystem dominated by automation, biometrics, and artificial intelligence. These innovations are not just minor upgrades, they represent a fundamental reshape of how passengers move through airports. Whether you travel once a year or multiple times a month, the upcoming rules and technologies will affect nearly every aspect of your journey, often before you even step inside the airport terminal. Many experts believe 2026 will mark the beginning of a new era in global aviation, one that could make the travel experience faster and more convenient, while also raising serious questions about privacy and data security. One of the biggest changes travelers will experience in 2026 is the rise of full biometric travel. For years, airports have experimented with facial recognition technologies at check-in counters or boarding gates, but 2026 is expected to bring the first widespread rollout of end-to-end biometric systems. These systems aim to make your face the only document you need. Once a traveler enrolls by linking their facial scan to their passport and travel documents, either through an airline's app or at an airport kiosk, the system can identify them instantly at every checkpoint. Check-in, bag drop, security screening, immigration, and boarding could all be completed without pulling out a physical passport or boarding pass. This shift eliminates one of the biggest sources of airport frustration: the constant need to show documents. By recognizing passengers automatically, airports expect smoother traffic flow and significantly shorter lines. But this convenience comes with trade-offs. The collection and storage of sensitive biometric data raises concerns among privacy experts, who warn that many airports and government agencies may not yet be prepared to safeguard such information from misuse or cyber attacks. A related technological leap in 2026 involves the introduction of passport-free international travel for certain passengers at select airports. This development builds on biometric identity systems, replacing traditional passport checks with digital identity tokens. Instead of presenting a physical document, a traveler's biometric scan can retrieve their citizenship details, visa status, and travel authorization from secure databases. Governments and airlines are testing digital travel corridors, where physical passports are optional. At first, this privilege will likely apply to frequent travelers, members of trusted traveler programs, or passengers who have pre-enrolled in digital identity schemes. Over time, this could evolve into a standardized global system, with countries recognizing each other's digital identity frameworks. Some aviation experts predict that by the early 2030s, carrying a physical passport may become optional for a large percentage of international travelers. Another major shift that will change the airport experience in 2026 is the widespread adoption of advanced CT security scanners. Traditional airport security requires travelers to remove laptops, liquids, and sometimes other electronics from their bags. These steps, while necessary for security, have long been among the most frustrating parts of air travel. But the new CT scanners create highly detailed three-dimensional images of luggage contents, enabling security staff to detect threats more accurately and efficiently. Because the scanners can inspect liquids and electronics without removing them, many airports will update their rules to allow travelers to leave these items inside their bags. The result is faster screening lines, fewer manual bag checks, and a smoother overall security experience. However, adoption will not be uniform at first. Some airports will upgrade only part of their lanes, meaning travelers will need to pay attention to signage to ensure they choose a CT-equipped line if they want to take advantage of the relaxed rules. Travelers entering the European Union in 2026 will also encounter one of the most ambitious border control changes in recent history: the European Entry/Exit System, or EES. Replacing manual passport stamping, EES requires all non-EU travelers to have their fingerprints and facial images captured electronically upon entry and exit. These biometric records will be stored in a shared EU-wide database, along with the date and location of each crossing. This system aims to improve security, make overstays easier to detect, and speed up border checks in the long run. However, during the initial rollout, travelers should expect longer lines at airports, ports, and land border checkpoints as staff adjust to the new procedures. Over time, automated kiosks and e-gates will help streamline the process, but the learning curve may be noticeable in the first months of 2026. Alongside biometrics and CT scanners, 2026 also marks the rise of digital identity wallets. These secure apps are designed to store government-issued digital IDs, boarding passes, visas, and biometric profiles on a traveler's mobile device. Instead of carrying multiple physical documents, passengers can verify their identity electronically at various stages of their journey. Many airlines plan to allow digital pre-approval of travel documents, remote identity verification, and automatic linking of digital IDs to booking information. For travelers, this means fewer documents to manage and a reduced risk of losing important paperwork. However, the system is not without weaknesses. If a traveler's phone is lost, stolen, or out of battery, access to digital identity tokens may be temporarily interrupted, potentially complicating airport procedures. Security screening itself is also undergoing a philosophical transformation. Airport security agencies are increasingly relying on risk-based screening systems that categorize travelers into low-risk, standard risk, and high-risk groups before they even reach the security checkpoint. Low-risk travelers, often those enrolled in trusted traveler programs or frequent business travelers with consistent travel patterns, may benefit from faster security lanes with fewer restrictions. Standard travelers will experience regular screening, while high-risk individuals may be subject to enhanced inspections, interviews, or additional bag searches. This stratified system uses AI algorithms to analyze travel histories, booking data, and other factors to assess potential risks. Supporters believe this approach will make airports safer and more efficient, while critics worry about potential profiling or algorithmic bias that could unfairly target certain individuals or nationalities. Immigration halls are also embracing automation at an unprecedented scale in 2026. Many airports plan to expand automated border control e-gates, where travelers verify their identity using facial recognition rather than speaking to a border officer face-to-face. These automated systems will be monitored by immigration officers remotely through cameras and AI-driven flagging systems. Travelers may only interact with a human officer if the system detects an inconsistency or requires additional information. This shift is expected to significantly reduce waiting times during peak travel periods. For border authorities, it offers a more consistent and reliable method of verification that is less affected by staffing shortages or human errors. Artificial intelligence will also play a central role in managing passenger flow throughout airports. Many airports are deploying AI systems that analyze real-time passenger movement, flight schedules, and security wait times to automatically redirect travelers, open additional lanes, or adjust staff assignments. These systems can predict congestion before it happens, allowing airports to prevent bottlenecks and optimize the use of their space and resources. From guiding passengers to the shortest lines to adjusting the timing of boarding calls, AI aims to create a smoother and more predictable airport experience. Travelers might notice more personalized instructions on digital screens or receive notifications through airport apps guiding them to the best route. Sustainability is another focus in 2026 as airports worldwide introduce new rules designed to reduce environmental impact. This includes stricter recycling policies, bans on certain single-use plastics, and incentives for airlines that use cleaner fuel or newer aircraft models. Some airports are experimenting with electric vehicle-only zones, solar-powered infrastructure, and energy-efficient terminal designs. These environmental measures reflect a growing push within the aviation industry to reduce its carbon footprint and align with global climate goals. All these changes, biometrics, digital identity systems, AI-driven security, and sustainable practices, will collectively redefine how people travel in 2026 and beyond. Airports are no longer just transportation hubs, they are evolving into highly automated, digitally connected ecosystems designed to move people more efficiently while maintaining high levels of security. For travelers, the experience will likely become faster, more convenient, and more predictable, but also more dependent on technology and sensitive personal data. The balance between convenience and privacy will be a topic of debate for years to come.